Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Daybreak 2 and well, we are headed to that cruiser, mainly to the command center on top, and it looks like we might have a little bit of a dungeon to get through to get there. And yes, as you might have noticed, I changed up the team a little bit, and I really got sadly disappointed when I saw a marching garden on here, but I'm not allowed to go there, so let's leave for this, because I thought maybe I can grind there a little bit, do a few more levels that I still have open, but alas.
To make it to the bridge, you'll have to take a detour to the upper area.
And we'll have to contend with the Society's archaisms all the while.
Yeah, but I think we got this. We just have to cut a path open.
Of course we got this. Is it time to rebuild our CP? At least for Van Nines. Alright, 3.
Let's go, Agnès. Final heaven. There! No problem. Final heaven. Put down.
Yeah, that one is definitely gone.
Now we're talking.
Engage your skill.
This feels pretty great.
An impressive display, Divine Blade.
Definitely. Let's hope we got enough to max things out, because in all honesty, I thought I was going to the gardens and get my CP back that way, but I guess that's not happening at the moment. Good, they're close enough for Sacred Hammer.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
Engage your skill.
They're down.
Good, stunned.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
Slowly but surely we'll get there, and I will keep killing everything until we got what we need. Ooh, that's a big one.
Get to work. This will make her a good warm-up.
Damn, that was me pressing the wrong button. Thank you very much.
Don't hold anything back.
Yeah.
Certain arts will be more effective. Engage your skill.
Need to cut them down a little bit.
Do this.
My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
There! Behold! Zero gleam!
Boost gauge upgraded.
Let's go, Agnès!
Okay.
Chance.
Get a draw! Now!
You're up, friend. Sucker.
Ah, come on. You could have froze a little bit.
Way to fire me up!
Engage your skill.
Sucker.
A chance!
Activating skill.
My move now.
No, we're definitely not gonna get him before that. Just cancel him.
Now we're talking.
Engage your skill.
I'll put an end to this.
No problem. It's over. You're
It's time. Now!
Fine blade. Now's a great engaging skill.
Not bad.
Onwards and upwards. I'll reach even greater heights. The more experience I gain, the more capable I'll become.
Marble brooch.
Should be just above here. Let's go.
Yes, but stay vigilant. We can't allow ourselves to be blindsided by an ambush.
Okay, so we had a silent hint for us to get ready.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
Let's see, 10 hollow core maxed. Thank you.
Charge attack available. Enemy stunned. Now's your chance to deploy charge.
Let's finish this now.
Got it.
It's time.
Yes, trying to get Van in there. Well,
Aye, they
that's
didn't put up
close
much of a fight
enough,
today.
isn't it? Yeah, that's right. So you can skip that one.
Watch out.
What the hell are they doing here? I see what's going on.
Wait, Elvis? Huh.
Just what I needed.
I need an extra save for this.
Look, it's Second Lieutenant Kayla. Next to her is...
I didn't even want to consider the possibility. What are you doing here, Alvis? I never thought you or a CID operative would do such a thing.
What do you mean, Elaine? Didn't you get the memo? The Bracer Guild is assisting in the arrest of President Gramhart.
Damn, what did they change to make them do that?
Don't you remember? It was Jin's call, and the heads at HQ in Le Mans approved it.
The guild is trying to arrest the president?
Looks that way. The guild isn't supposed to intervene in politics, but he must have forgotten that detail, thanks to the corrosion.
Enlighten me, Alvis. How exactly did all this come about?
You seriously forgot? Well, fine. I'm not in on all the details, but I'll tell you what I know. Everyone needs to hear the truth of the election 3 years back. What that rotten bastard did. It all came out during our own investigations into the affair, as well as an internal indictment by the CID. Turns out, Gramhart and his people rigged the election. With the help of Almata and an anti-immigration group, a lot of people died as a result of that man's vile scheming. And he had the gall to use them as propaganda in his campaign.
I see. So that's what you believe happened.
It was 3 years ago now that the president beat his opponent in the elections, right?
Yeah, another change that goes way back. Negates a lot of things that happened since then.
Yeah. Rumor has it that there was some political maneuvering, but I don't think he broke any laws.
It's hard to believe he bought into such an obvious lie. Perhaps his burning sense of justice has blinded him.
You seem rather calm in comparison to your impetuous companion, Second Lieutenant. Tell me, if you would be so kind, why are you aiding in this plot?
Elvis's assertions notwithstanding, I have nothing in particular to say. My motivation for eliminating the president is wholly personal, with absolutely no relation to the guilds. I only just now heard about the incident from 3 years ago. But I wanted to do this long before that.
I see your resolve is firm. I suppose it may be difficult to sway you with reason alone, then. That means, however, that I have no choice but to resort to brute force.
I'm sorry, Elvis. Please don't hold this against me.
Well, it is what it is.
Don't worry, Elaine, I would never. I just need to open your eyes. And then you'll understand.
There are a number of things that don't add up. But I will believe in the promise I made to my brother. To Cody!
Wait.
They might not be in their right minds, but their determination's the real deal. I know for a fact that we'll get them back to their normal selves. But first, we gotta knock, then talk some sense into them!
Why do I get a feeling that she thinks Cody's dead?
I will not stand down.
Could it be because of the old incident in Heimdall? Well, set up as we always do.
For the operation! It's showtime!
Hit him hard and then build back up? I think that would be the way to go. Means go for a raid. Just considering the amount of HP they have, there's not a lot of challenge there. With 30,000, it's just like a sturdy enemy you can meet in the dungeon.
What? Show me what you've got, Silverblade! Like hell you are!
Now it's my turn.
Just keep using Van, because he can use some extra points back. If we can, of course.
For the Republic!
There!
Like hell you are!
It would be really nice if Van could destroy them. That would be a nice point giver.
Engaging shield! Now we're talking. Engaging shield! You're open! Let's go, Agnès! Activating shield! Activating shield!
Perfect. It's not a full 200, but I'll take it.
That's how it goes.
I won't stop here!
Because I have a feeling there is gonna be more, because we still need to take down the ship, right? It's gone. Maybe I was wrong then. What happened? Elaine, why am I... Well, look like you both have finally woken up. Morning. The corrosion's out of your systems now, I think, and it ain't corrupting the cruiser anymore either. Well then, is everyone okay? Well, would you look at that, they pulled it off. Oh, that's weird. I thought it was going to be more of a challenge if it was like the end fight before the cruiser. Hey, I'll take it. The demi-grendels all vanished in an instant. That's when we were sure of your success. Excellent work as always. Hey, can't take all the credit. We only made it in time because you kept those things off our backs. Oh, by the way, the professor called and said they've made headway in restoring the traffic and backup systems. At this rate, we might be able to take control of the net. Oh, that would be wonderful. Okay, so what's next? Well, have you calmed down, Elvis? Yes, I think I'm all... Wait, we don't have time for this. We have a situation. Those people...
Hey, Bermotti. What's up? Something wrong?
You don't know the half of it. I need you to stay calm and listen to me.
Oh god, something big. Who else? Yeah. You know what I said about the last corrosion we solved, that it's getting bigger? It is definitely getting bigger. It's working up to the entirety of Edith, isn't it?
The military division is revolting all over the capital.
So that's what they're up to. I knew something was wrong when we didn't find them here. They must have made use of the base's hidden tunnels. Still, this is all happening too quickly.
Does this mean they're staging a coup?
Oh, so that was the big plan we kept hearing about.
It's already begun then. If only I could convince Cody to seize this madness.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned Warrant Officer Cody earlier, didn't you? Have you an idea to his part in all this?
Yes. There's a good chance that Cody is at the center of these strange events.
Wait, that Cody?
Anaya was taught that somehow her memory got twisted in him being dead. And that's why she's working against everything.
You mean former President Rocksmith's bodyguard, yeah? And your younger brother at that. So he's in the capital somewhere, huh?
This plan began taking shape when the doubts from those close to the president had grown warped. Cody was the first to act. He never liked President Gramhart all that much, and others quickly followed suit.
It sounds like he may be the source of the corrosion this time around.
Too bad the revolt's already underway. Otherwise, we could have wrapped this up just by taking him down.
Well, anyhow, we need a better grasp of the situation. You find anything out, Renee?
I'm checking now. It looks like the only group involved in the revolt is the 11th Division. As I recall, the division commander was away for a regional exercise. That may just give us an opening we can exploit.
I sincerely doubt that. The two people leading this coup d'etat wouldn't have overlooked that.
Yeah, but we have to remember that Elvis mentioned that his orders came from Zin. So it's not just Cody. I think Cody might have done the military angle, but I think Zin might be the one from the guild angle. Because why else would he mention it like that?
Huh? The two people?
Do you know who the leaders are?
We do. And they're the last people the CID would want to have as its enemy. They can think multiple steps ahead of everyone. And they brought order to a revolt that was falling apart at the seams.
No, don't tell me.
Much as I'd rather believe otherwise. There are only so many candidates.
Oh, great. Someone please tell me it isn't who I'm thinking.
Zin and... no. Where did Kilika come in my head? Because the connection between Zin and Cody, maybe? No, it's not that person, right?
It probably is. The people leading this coup d'etat are Jin and Chief Kilika.
It is! Oh, Kilika, she is brilliant. That's gonna be a hard one. Zin is the body and she is the mind. Alright, that would be the obstacle, I imagine, to stopping this corrosion. March 22nd, 11:04 AM. Phew, I'm glad things are finally returned to normal. I wonder what was going on with all those accidents and traffic jams. Well, you got me. All the news outlets are saying that they don't know the cause. Oh, looks like things have calmed down in Silent District. I think I'll call and check up on my friends over there. What the?
Why are the soldiers?
One thing straight after another.
We are the Republican Army's 11th Division. And today, we are here to uphold our oath to protect our country from our enemies. To that end, we will overthrow the villainous dictator Gramhart and restore rightful democracy to Calvard.
You're joking.
Gramhart? Dictator? That's impossible.
Yes, that is indeed impossible. He does have some skeletons in his closet, but... yeah. Don't think it's anything to do with this.
President does not stand down, I'm afraid we'll have no choice but to fight. And the city will become a war zone.
Well, it's still a choice making it a war zone, isn't it?
Until this conflict is at its end, we ask all citizens to remain indoors. From there, you will witness justice prevail over evil.
It's very, yeah, commanding, isn't it?
So that bastard Gramhart flew the coop the first chance he got. I always knew he was a filthy coward. However, there's nowhere left to run. I'll drag him out of whatever hole he's hiding in.
Okay, there's 2 squads out there. No signs of reinforcements.
We'll have our chance to strike back once their attack lets up. Till then, just keep them trained on you. Roger!
7 stones from the sea of stars.
Become my strength!
7 stones, yeah, we know who that is.
Illume the darkness! Have him shot!
President Roy Gramhart.
Most impressive. It's not every day I can bear witness to the princely family's secret jewel arms.
That's about all I have to show off, I'm afraid. I'm a bit of a one-trick pony, unlike those.
I almost read that as bearing witness to the family jewels.
I knew Miss Herschel was special, but I never would have guessed the senator had combat experience.
Yes, Brian was a military man when he was younger. In that sense, we are very much cut from the same cloth. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Is that a rocket launcher? Look out, Your Highness! Mr. President!
Get down! Think again!
Damn.
Fall back!
Nicely done, Mr. President.
Well, he wasn't a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force for nothing. It's no wonder you were decorated with a Chevalier medal.
Oh, but that was so long ago now.
Yeah. Well, we know other chevaliers.
In any event, you all have my apologies. You should not have gotten wrapped up in this. The only one they are after is me. I suggest you evacuate.
Out of the question. We aren't about to hang an allied nation out to dry.
We may not be in the same party. That doesn't mean I'm going to leave you to fend for yourself.
I'm not the strongest fighter out there, but I do have a fair share of experience in combat.
You may not be the strongest fighter, but you are an apt strategist, so you would be a boon, definitely.
Plus, I was the organizer for the debate. It's my job to see to your safety.
You all are exceptionally stubborn, aren't you? Very well. You have my thanks. Your name is Marielle, is it not? What will you do?
Oh, she will stay here and report on it. That's what Dingo would do.
I want to accompany you too. I have a duty to deliver this story to our readers. I promise I won't get in your way. Marielle.
Well, you know the risks. Just be sure to stay back. They say you have the devil's own luck. Perhaps some of it will rub off on me.
I'm sure it will. Wait, who told you that?
Probably a lot of people, cause it's not entirely untrue. She can be very lucky in situations.
Even I've heard about Marielle's famous strokes of fortune.
He sure knows how to keep his ear to the ground.
Everyone, the Edith Police Department's got a barricade up. If you want a place to hole up, it's about as good as you're gonna get. Come with me.
Gladly! Thank you!
Let's go, Mr. President.
guessing we'll have to fight our way towards them.
I finally found you, Gramhart. You will pay for what you did to President Rocksmith. Open fire! Hit them with everything you've got! Damn you!
I know that person. He was in the Empire a few years back.
You'll just have to hold out until they arrive.
Yeah, but what do you think happened to the former president?
Huh?
Back to the original plan. We'll leave the car here and head straight to the Bontai district. They don't have any snipers, so focus on the opponents in front of you. And prioritize the safety of our guests.
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
Parting gift.
Flashbang.
How dare you? Damn fraud! Don't let him escape!
I don't think you have a choice in that.
Phase 3 has commenced. We are in the process of bringing the districts under our control.
Good. As long as nothing unexpected happens, we should be able to wrap this up with minimal collateral damage.
Splendid work, you two. The immovable and the flying swallow don't disappoint.
Damn, he's even involved himself into this. So is it going to be the last corruption?
I'm happy I went to the trouble of bringing you under my thumb. Even if doing so did take a great deal of effort.
Yeah, we really made you work for
Hmm?
If the corrosion hadn't spread itself so thin, you might have been able to rewrite our memories. In the end, you had to rely on a little parlor trick to turn us into your pawns.
And now you're at the end of your rope. You've got no more room for failure.
So did they fail and they create an artificial version of the two? I can see them not being able to be corrupted. I guess we'll have to see what it's going to be in the end.
I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Just know that you're one bad move away from losing the game.
Your concern is most appreciated, but ultimately unnecessary. You're nothing more than empty husks who live to do as I command. And I command you to button those lips and focus on the part I've given you.
So I've basically become like those copies in Phantasma. Rough deal. The 8th something or other created this shard body, and it's got all the thoughts and abilities of the original. Got his memories, too. I remember when you once stood in my way as a guardian many years back.
I can't say I recall that, unfortunately. The only matter on my mind is how much I loathe this man's methods. They're both unsavory and revolting.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be her thoughts.
Bark all you like, but know that your words have no bite whatsoever. And now run along and do as you're told.
Grendel. I do want to know who's under that hat. But the fact that they're trying to cover him up so badly has to be someone we know, right? Could even be a copy of Van, maybe? Because if they made a copy of Zin and Kilika, maybe they made a shard copy of Van too. Would explain why he could turn into a Grendel, of course.
This glorious coup d'etat was your design, so you must see it through to the end. Put on a good show for me.
We'll take our leave then, Master of the Empty Gardens.
At long last, the overture begins to play. It won't be long now until my dream finally comes to fruition.
But what is that dream? Total control over Eden and Republic?
This nation's broken history and twisted values will be rewritten by my own hand.
Yes, but the thing is, even if he manages to corrupt the entirety of Eden to rewrite what they know, the rest of the world will still have the original ones. It's a fake reality, no matter how you look at it.
They're both in recreated shard bodies, but they have original ones too. What about me then? Could it be that I'm the same?
In some ways, I think she is. Because this form is, of course, totally based on the shards. Her real body should be out there somewhere too. I hope we could bring her back to it again.
No, that can't be the case. It's a ludicrous notion. I am Altera, the only AI in the whole wide world that can manifest the Crimson Beast.
There's no doubt about it. Not anymore.
I still hope that Swin is there because of trying to get her back. Playing along for as much as he can. Despite hurting Nadia.
She was rewritten via the corrosion. And she's being used to perform acts the original would never do. Am I really any different though? Even if I thought I had to make that choice.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Wait, you can speak? Actually, I've heard you talk before, haven't I?
Yes, you have. I just don't always share my thoughts.
They're doing so well not to show us any color in the hair or anything to give away as a hint.
Anyway, I need you to lend me your ear, young swordsman.
The finale is at hand. I, the Master of the Gardens, will bring about a revolution the likes of which the world has never seen.
Well, you're gonna
I swear
try.
I'll dispel the pall of deceptions that have clouded this country. No, this world of lies. With this device, I will usher in a new age. This is my destiny. A destiny ordained by heaven itself.
Well, deluded as they always are. He's a little bit more than that. March 22nd, 12:36 p.m. Good. Dan and Miss Herschel are safe. I'm so relieved. It looks like they're headed north. Maybe they're moving towards the presidential office? Well, with the help of that camera, we've confirmed Swin's location. As we suspected, he's with the Garden Master now. Yeah, doesn't seem like he's got his claws in him anymore though. Looked like he was in charge of his own thoughts. If only we could relay that information to Nadia somehow. Yeah, the fact that she's not with him means she's still searching for him? Or maybe they captured her somewhere. Well, it was hard seeing the Garden Master control Zin and Kilika like marionettes on a string. Well, Zin made it sound like there was some kind of precedent for this. Do you know what he was talking about, Ran? I do, in fact. I'm intimately familiar with what he was describing. Many years ago, Zin and I were trapped in a place called Phantasma, a phase space where we were drawn into by an artifact. It was there that we encountered copies of our friends. They retained their personalities, abilities, and while being bound by certain rules. Even our most powerful allies were recreated, and had little choice but to dance to the whims of their puppeteer. Oof, sounds rough. I probably wouldn't have had a hard time believing all that if I hadn't seen the video. The circumstances are a little different, but the fact is, the Garden Master created similar types of copies using the 8 Genesis. It's little wonder Elvis didn't recognize them from the imposters they are. Well, this is making the Kruger Marduk incident look like small potatoes by comparison. Well, at least he couldn't rewrite their memories. Yay for that, I guess. My takeaway from all this is that, elevated danger aside, this is not altogether different from our previous tussles with the corrosion. I don't believe we should alter our plans at this juncture. I concur. Like before, we simply need to use every resource at our disposal to thwart the enemy plans.
I believe we've assumed full control of the communications and orbal networks in the capital.
The troops may have deployed faster than we expected, but as far as we can tell, they are unaware of our little scheme.
Well, Gran, all I can say is I'm impressed. I didn't think you and Yang would get that done so quickly.
You can thank Esmeralda for hacking into the systems and lowering their security protocols. It accelerated the disabling process by several steps.
Now we can spy on them with the cameras. I wonder how long it will take before they realize they're being watched. If it's all the same, I'd rather not find out. For now, they should still be under the misconception that we're traveling via the gunship. That being said, we should act before they realize that not only are they being duped, but that we have control over the overall net.
That ship is transmitting false signals that correspond to each of your individual Zypha's unique signatures. Major, how long can you keep the enemy's attention fixed on you?
As long as you need. Those flyboys are complete amateurs. I can run circles around them all day long.
I bet you can. Did he say Major? Learn something new every day. So, does it mean there are people that know who Hermes is? And am I going to be right? I'm getting more and more convinced, Angie.
Trust me, my well-being should be the least of your worries. You need me to play decoy, and I plan to deliver.
Because there's nobody crazy enough to do stuff like that. That lady is something else. I've ridden with her a few times, so I knew she was cool, but not that cool. Well, I hadn't realized you were acquainted with Hermes. I wonder. Regardless, she has her part to play in this operation, and we have ours. Let's direct our attention to the task at hand. Smooth subject change there. I want to circle back to that at some point, but we've got a job to do first. And I take my work seriously. Unlike a certain someone who dips into the taxpayers' funds to buy fancy cars. But vehicular purchases are a necessary expenditure for the CID undercover work. Besides, this isn't half as extravagant as my personal automobile, though that's not to say I dislike it. Perhaps I'll splurge on another one like this with my next bonus check. Oh, I'm gonna take your showboating ass to the cleaners if you say one more goddamn word. Whatever. Let's just get this plan on the way. We're gonna charge ahead and secure the president, and then put a stop to the coup d'etat. And the corrosion with it. Right. March 22nd, 1 p.m.
I thank you for your aid and luring out the enemy forces.
No prob. It's the least us informants can do in this situation. Besides, we both have a personal stake in this.
Yeah. I've done some things that I'll never be able to take back. That's why I want to make up for it. I'm gonna get some payback if it's the last thing I do.
I see. We share a motivation then. The enemy is on the move again. You'll have to excuse me.
This is the unit from the Tyrell district. We are under attack. Requesting immediate backup. March 22nd, 1:15 p.m. Don't know what's going on the west side of the capital, but I didn't think they'd need that much backup. Well, it doesn't matter now. We'll just have to make do with what we have. We can request reinforcement if need be, but we shouldn't count on it. Did you drive over all the Jaegers? No. Not you. What the hell are you doing here? So you guys are the reserve units. Talk about drawing the short end of the stick, I'll feel ya. This must be a different Scorpion of hot units from the ones before the Null Town. Yeah, but these guys should be on the same level in terms of skill. Well, if it isn't Arkride Solutions, I'm afraid it's the end of the line for you. You're the people who tried to kidnap Lashkar. Ah yes, I remember you. Thanks to your meddling, that plan ended in a failure. But fortune is smiling upon us today because now we can have our revenge. One question. Why would you attack on such a high-risk job? Because there's an equally high return. If the coup is successful, we'll be getting the Republican Army's state-of-the-art weaponry as compensation. Well, at least you're honest. But sorry, that ain't happening. We're sending you home in an empty-handed. Alright. Well, this gives me a bit of a dilemma. Because I have a feeling that we're just starting a couple of fights. Because against the Jaegers, we're gonna beat them easily, that's for sure. Just like we had with Elvis. And just like then, I feel like there might be something behind it. It could be more story, or it could be more fights. So I'm thinking of leaving the episode here and continuing on the next one, just to make sure we have plenty of time to put all those fights in there. And I will check up on our party. Okay, so they did change it. I want her in there instead of him. But I do want him as reserve. Because he is most definitely decent. And at least now we have 8 people that are prepared. Because of course when our attackers go down, the supporters go. The reserve will not be needed. And of course with her negating of the positive stats, definitely a boon. Alright, so yeah, we'll leave it here. On the next one we'll continue this fight and we're gonna beat all of it, including the corrosion. So for now, we shall play night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Because the next couple of episodes is gonna be very, very active. You don't want to miss it. So until then, bye bye.